makes you work like a donkey, that same person that makes you work like donkey just to protect him or her will turn against you. In your old age, instead of you to rest, that is when that child is going to destroy your life. He's going to send you to your early grave if you don't put your feet down. The same child will send you to your early grave. I'm saying this, God is my witness that I'm saying this not because I plan it. I'm saying this because I plan to come and say this. God is my witness. This is my Bible. I will never ever lie for anything. If you don't put your feet down as he's still a child and pray and uproot every wicked thing that the enemy has sown in that child, that you call your blessing, your happiness, your joy, enemy is going to use that same child to destroy your life, to cut short your life. Because enemy knows that. Even the Bible says that where your treasure is, there will your heart be. Where your treasure is, there will your heart be. Because the enemy knows that he's your treasure. The child is your treasure. He's the one that you cherish so much. So he will use that same child to destroy your life. Brethren, open your eyes. See to it that you will never bring any child to this world to come and destroy you. See to it that you will never bring a child to this world that you call your love, that you breastfeed. You put in your own stomach for 9 months and breastfeed. Then you take good care and it grows and become your enemy. Pray to God. Ask God for wisdom. Ask God for knowledge. Ask God for understanding. Ask God for insight. Ask God that He open my eyes, open my understanding, so that I can understand who I'm holding. Am I keeping my enemy in my own arms? Ask God, Daddy, am I keeping my enemy in my own arms? Am I feeding my enemy with my own breast? Ask God and let God open your eyes to see who you are carrying, so that He will not send you to your early grave. I'm saying this, look at what is happening now. You gave birth to a daughter, and the daughter is grown and say, I want to be a man. You gave birth to a son. You took good care of your son. Educate him in every aspect of life. You give the child better life. He grows up and say, I don't want to be a man again. Now I want to be a woman. What is that? What is that? What is that? I don't blame them. I blame us, the parents. I don't blame the children. I blame us, the parents. When I look at them stripping themselves outside, dancing some shameful dance, a woman would just bend down and lift his butt up and begin to shake her body, and everything is just open like that. When I look at it, tears run out of my eyes. Why? I feel sorry for the parents. I feel sorry for the parents. Say, oh, so if this one is my child, what could I do? Would I have done? Am I going to kill this child, or leave her to disgrace herself like this, or allow her to be a nuisance to walk around this surface to disgrace me, or what? I ask so many questions. I feel so sorry. I feel so pity. They will say, this era, that is what is going on. This era. You mean this era? This era, there's no more God? Isn't not the same God who created all of us? This era, is it not God that owned this land? This era, is it not the same God that we came to meet, that is still reigning? We, the human beings, has allowed the enemy to take control. It's not that the enemy is powerful, no. It's because we have allowed him to misbehave. Because we have allowed the enemy to misbehave. That is why he's doing all these things. Why am I saying all these things? It's a disgrace and it's a shame to see your daughter. I was watching some commentary, and I think the girl is from this East Africa, one of these East Africa countries. And she's sitting there, the presenter was calling him sir, the other pastor said, don't call him sir. She's a girl. So call her. He said, no, I'm a boy. I say, you are a girl. And that's it. Because I have transformed myself to be a man. Because you have turned to be an animal. Animals even don't turn male to be female. So you are no more a human being. Why? Because we allow our children, like a rainfall. We do not just dig any gutter for the rain to pass through. We allow the rain to take its own route. So wherever it wants to be, it's just moving. The water is just moving for moving sake. We didn't pave any way for them. If I say we didn't pave any way for them, I used to see some teenagers that walking around. Some you see her path showing, and I'll call her and say, come, are you coming from a home? Did you see your mother before you came out? Come on, go home and change. I used to do that. And then my daughter would say, hey, ma, she will insult you. I say, she can beat me, I don't care. Why? I know I'm doing the will of God. I will say it openly. When I get home, even as I'm walking, I will be praying for the person. But that is not enough. You that have them in your quiver, it's your duty to see to it that you pray for them daily, in daily basis. And you anoint them in daily basis. When they are lying down, sleep, just put your hands on them and pray for them. And nullify every seed that the enemy is sowing in them. It's a shame. It is a very big blow. It baffles me. It hurts my heart. When I sit down and look at things, sometimes I cry. When I watch some things, sometimes I cry. I say, why? What is going on? What do we do wrong to deserve this? I'm yet to understand what is happening. I'm yet to understand why is it going that way. Some of us, it's like we didn't have time to show them some love. Especially when you are a parent. And because the other side, the other spouse, didn't decide to break up with you and leave you. And instead of you to have time for the kids, you two will be moving about, going about in the name of to find food for them. I'll say it openly. Some women, when they are single parents, they will become prostitutes in the name of, because of the kids. She will open up to every man that comes around her for food. When you say, you see, I don't have money, I have to help this kid. So she will become a prostitute just to take care of her children. Children like that, when they grow up, what are you expecting from them? You have cursed them already, because what you were doing was not good. You didn't believe in the hand of God, that I will make myself dirty by working hard and making them get involved with what I'm doing, so that when they grow, they will know how to work and also stand up. Instead of doing that, they will tend to be prostitutes. Some parents, they will even come to the house with a man to sleep with them in their own home whilst the children are around even. And children like this, when they grow up, what do you expect from them? Triple disgrace. What you were doing, they are going to master it and do more than that. Boys will become, they will also become pimps, because they will, oh my in-law, he will be taking money from other men just to push the sister. Pimp. The boys will become pimps. They will be taking money from other men so that they will be pushing their sisters. And when they get married, they will become useless. They won't take care of their wives. They won't take care of their children, because they know how to ass arms. And the girls also will become, even if they are married, they will still see somebody else, because they know how to get cheap money. So we are cursing them. We dig a bad pit for them. Parents, what are we doing? Are we going to correct our mistakes by sit them down and speak sense into their head and say, I did this, was so bad, and I don't want you to repeat it? Not just that. After saying it, you plead your case with the Lord and ask God to cancel that disgrace and curse from you and your descendants. Are you hearing me? Are you taking it in good faith, or you are angry because I'm saying the truth? Nothing but the truth. I said nothing but the truth. And the children that are so wicked because the parent or the single parent refused to do such things, so they didn't get things luxury. When they grow up, they become angry and say, my mother didn't push me. He didn't do this. He didn't do that. He didn't build me a mansion. My mother didn't do this for me. So she'll be doing everything to make the mother feel stupid or hopeless. Brethren, did you hear what I just said? Those that refuse to disgrace themselves, those that refuse to do anything that will cause pain to their generation or to their children, and say, no matter how painful life is, I'll go through it and I'll work with my hands. The little that I will have, that's what I'm going to use to train my children. Because they didn't build house. They didn't buy them so they'll grow up and think their parents are useless. Brethren, what are we doing? It takes only the hand of God to deliver us from what is happening to us now. The things that we sow is what has germinated, that we are now reaping. The devil is not stronger than God. The devil is not stronger than God at all. Yes, we know that when he messed up, God threw him out and said, woe unto the world. But yet still, they that know their God shall be strong. They shall do exploit. Are we going to take that stupid take from our skin and throw it out and get our skin back? Are we going to pull it out? I'm saying that, are we going to pull the sumro out? If it is take or sumro, I don't know, but I've said something. That thing that entered dogs and eat them up, we call it sumro. I think it is steak or something. If I don't get it correct, put the name there. Are we going to pull it out and get back our children? Or we're going to sit back and watch them destroy? Are we going to take that sumro out and get back our children? Or we are going to sit back and watch them to be destroyed? No. Whatever, as a parent, you realize that you didn't do well, get up again. God is with you. Get up and put your feet down and say, this is not what I saw. Put your feet down and say, this is not what I saw. I didn't sow this, what I'm seeing today. That's not a seed that I sow in this, my child. So I will never reap this shameful attitude. I will never, ever reap this shameful attitude because I didn't sow that in my child. Parent, I'm calling you again, parent, because you are the cause of everything that is happening today. When a child is mean, you know it. When he's trying to be stubborn, some children, when they have their own stuff, they don't want their own, they will go and pick their fellow brother or sister's own. Always, he doesn't like what he has or she has. Always want somebody's. If you see a sign like that in your child, realize that it is the eye of the enemy that is looking through her window. Call a spade a spade. Don't polish it. A child who doesn't like what he has, always seeing somebody with something, hey, I like some. I like this one. When you buy stuff and you say, pick it, you pick one. When he sees his brother, so, I wanted this one. I don't like this one again. I want this. It's a sign that he is a covetous person. It shows the sign that that child is a covetous person. She has double eyes. So take that thing off from the child immediately. Spiritually and physically. Put your feet down. You will never die. You do the child a lot of good by telling her, hey, this is not yours and it can never be yours. Put it down. Say, I want to say, no, that is not for you. You will not allow. Then after, you call the child and talk. Have a talk with a child and say, you know what? Anytime you see somebody's thing and that is what you like, it means you are a devil. You don't have good eyes. You have an evil eye. Why do you like your fellow's thing? Means you are a thief. You want to steal from your brother or your sister. So don't do that again. Respect what you have. Accept yours and love it. And if you could do that to your child, for the child to understand, then after that you pray and uproot it and say, that evil eye that is going on in my child's eye, Lord, I do not sow that in her. And I know you, God, did not plant that in her. So whatever is coming from back to sender, pray until you see that that thing is off your child. That is what I'm trying to tell you as a parent. Do it from the beginning. That you will not grow and become a nuisance. Not just a nuisance. You know what? Some people will give property to his own children and they will kill one after the other. One person will be so jealous to a extent that he wants to get everything to himself. Something that he did not work for. You work for it. And you decide to give it to your children. One person will be there killing them. Why? Because of property. You'll be killing his own brethren. Why? Just to acquire property. So if you don't take it from them as their children, they will grow and destroy your foundation that you've laid. Take it from them once and for all. Both spiritually and physically. I have shown you how to go about it spiritually. You pray. You call the child and explain it to her. This is for me. You are my child. This is my child as well. I giving this to you and I give this to this one. You don't have any right to take it from her or him. Both of you deserve to have what belongs to me because you are my children. Therefore, you have no right. And that stupid thing that parents used to do, this is their firstborn. So I'll give half of my things to her and the rest will share the remaining one. That is not right. Every one of them came from your bowels. So they deserve to share everything in common. They deserve to share everything equally. Yes, you may say that, take care of the little ones when I'm not there. But you won't say, because you are the bigger one, so you should take everything and leave the children. No. You say, if I'm not there, you are the father. So you take care of all of them. And you share everything in common. Because you are all from me. If you're a good parent, that is what you do. You don't say it with your mouth alone. You call all of them and tell them and pray for them. And get witness. And say, this is my will. Not one person, one in one corner, that you go and see and another person will go and bribe that same person and get everything from them. No. Call all your children together and say, you know what? You are all my blood, flesh and blood. You deserve to have everything that I have.